explaining to you how the active volcanic zone in Iceland functions. Right here, right now, in the fifth fissure system, the active volcanic zone takes two turns, becomes two active volcanic zone. One goes straight up into Langjökull, or Long Glacier, the second biggest ice cap in Iceland. The other one, or the eastern volcanic zone, goes up into Vatnajökull, Water Glacier, or the biggest ice cap in Europe. So, it is actually two active volcanic zones. And further up in the north, guys, they come back together again. So it's kind of like a line with a square right in the middle of it. Oh yeah, right now we are actually driving into the area that you would definitely call earthquake zone of Iceland. And I mean, of course, this is one of the features of the active volcanic zone. Active volcanic zone has fissures, rift valleys, lava fields, earthquakes, high heat areas, low heat areas, everything. And I mean, right on your left-hand side, you are looking at this volcanic ridge that the active volcanic zone has created. And remember that I told you, I mean, there's a reason why these two ice caps are on top of the active volcanic zone. It's because of all of the volcanoes that it has created. It's highly elevated. It has become a plateau because all of the volcanic eruptions. And by the way, the active volcanic zone covers about 1/4 of Iceland. Sometimes people tend to think of it as a very simple thing, just like a clear-cut underground fissure, but it's actually much more complicated and interesting than people would think. 1/4 of Iceland is covered with this active volcanic zone. And it's an area, it's a region, just totally, where all of the nature in this area is a product of volcanism. You're looking at it right now. By the way, I'm going to tell you about two big earthquakes that have hit over here. I have a question for the coach. Has anyone in here, in this bus, been in an earthquake? Understandable. You kind of have to come from an earthquake area to have witnessed it. Here in Iceland, it's a fairly common occurrence, to be honest. For instance, I cannot count how many earthquakes I felt in my life. It's just a matter of, comes with the territory of being Icelandic. Usually, they are small, though. I'm talking about 4.4 Richter. You just feel a tremor. But once in a blue moon, there is a big, big earthquake. Two big earthquakes that every single Icelander remembers where they were. One happened in summer of 2008, and it was about 6.5 Richter, and it had an epicenter right underneath this big mountain in front of us. We're going to be driving alongside this mountain, by the way. Epicenter right underneath it. And a lot of damage in this town, by the way. I have seen footage from the surveillance cameras from the gas stations and the grocery shops, and it is insane. I'm talking everything everywhere. Food, everything. And it's so low. Do you see it? Very low, this town. They can't build anything higher than 4 floors, I think, just because of earthquake threat. And then further up, epicenter of another earthquake earlier. It was summer of 2000, 17th of June, and also special because 17th of June is Icelandic National Day, Independence Day. So everyone in Iceland remember where they were 17th of June 2000. And by the way, it's funny with earthquakes. because it's not the tremor that's scary, in my personal opinion. It is the sounds that earthquakes make before they hit. That's the scariest part. But here in Iceland, it is safe. We have big earthquakes, but we also have extremely strict rules and regulations regarding how to build, basically. So if you're in an Icelandic house and an earthquake hits, you're going to be safe because it's built after very strong rules.